Hi everyone, it's Carrie and welcome back to another video. If you guys don't know me, my name is Carrie. I run Traveling Pony Studios, which is a small crochet business that I created last year to help pay for my horse's many medical expenses. And to this day, I go to markets, I have my products in 2 storefronts, and I get to create YouTube videos for all of you guys. So in today's video, I'm going to be basically going over everything that I made. I usually say in the last week, but if I'm being honest, it's probably like a week and a half, something. You guys know me, I go into it and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be really good about like recording every single like Sunday or something, and then life gets crazy or things just go by way too quickly and I just totally forget the days. We're gonna say this is a week and a half type of thing. It has been pretty chaotic for me recently. I actually just got picked up by a new store this past Saturday. It is Thursday now, and that whole experience was just very crazy, and things have been moving a lot with terms of my products. So like, I don't have all of my product with me right now because a lot of it has already gone off to a store and has already sold. So I'm gonna give you guys some of the numbers that I have made of items that are not necessarily here because they have already ventured off to their new family and they're not with me anymore. But I do have some items left over. I will show you guys some of the flowers I made first. I have a lot of flowers made, but not everything is assembled quite yet. If you guys don't know, I also have help from my amazing mother. She comes up and helps me a little bit every single day, which is a huge help given the fact that I am just doing so much right now with crocheting and just have a lot of demand for crochet products. Like I said before, a lot of this is markets is one of my big things, and then recently being in 2 stores, the demand of trying to keep up with that, markets, my other business with my horse, then also like with the YouTube stuff, I just have to have help whenever I can't get help. So I'm very thankful for her. She helps me a lot when it comes to like assembling flowers, finishing things off, all that good stuff. I do have, I think, about 15 more lavender that are made, just haven't been put on sticks. Got like 8 more sunflowers, 8 more roses, all the things that just don't really have the finishing up, but I can show you some of the things that have been at least assembled. So we'll start with this first. So right here, I have about 6 lavender that is on its stick. This is not completely done. By the time the lavender are finished, they will have a ribbon added to them. And I think I brought about 3 lavender to one of the stores. So I would technically have 9 finished up, but this is what I have on with me right now. And then I've got 3 sunflowers that are done. Same thing, I think I brought 2 or 3 to one of the stores this past weekend. And my whole hope, now I came in this with like really high expectations, but just before I opened the second store and before I was just like swamped like I have been, my hope was to have about 20 of each flower and to have an actual display item for the flowers. I'm uncertain if I'm gonna be able to hit that high of a number, so I'm gonna just play around with it, but I'm gonna try and still hit about 15 to 20 per type of flower. Is it gonna be possible? I don't know. But I do like to put myself under a lot of stress and push myself, and that's typically when I make the most stuff, and some of my best stuff is when I am like on the verge of having a breakdown. These are the flowers I have here. Here are the last couple ones that I have already assembled. Roses, I have 4 red roses. I bought about 3 to the store that I just was talking about, and I have a lot more where they just literally need to be assembled, just haven't been assembled yet. And then the new flower I'm planning on kind of playing around a little bit with is carnations. So I had about 3 other carnations, like a pink one, a different type of red. They also went to the store. So I do have 2 left over, and this is gonna be one of the new flowers I'm gonna play around with. And I think that's the biggest thing. I just constantly try new things, play around with it, different colors, We're gonna see, we're gonna try. I would love to add another flower and have 5 different flowers in total, but I just realistically do not see that happening for my August market. Maybe my October market, but definitely not August. All right, guys, so let's move on to the amigurumi. I crocheted about 3 turtles this morning. They have not been assembled. I guess I'll show you the body parts. This is the color combination that I'm doing. So I have 3 more over there of this type of turtle. In total, I actually made 4 of these pink turtles yesterday, but one of them has already gone off to the store. So I have 3 right now, and I have decided that I am drastically cutting down on my colors of turtles. Basically, I'm gonna focus on a purple turtle, a pink turtle, that green turtle I just showed you guys, and then probably one more turtle color that has some blue incorporated into it. But I'm definitely not going to be doing like I did before, where I had just a vast variety of colors, because honestly I just need to be able to sit down and say, okay, I need to knock out like 5 pink turtles, have the color already picked out, and then just like go for it. So I'm gonna cut down on the turtle colors, and hopefully that will help me. But I've got these 3, just imagine there's an extra one somewhere. All right, talking about squids. So I have one light blue one, and I have one kind of deep blue, but this is the 3rd one I made, y'all. So I had made one, it went to the store on a Thursday. It sold that day. I made another one and then brought it out on Saturday, I believe, and it sold. So actually this is the 4th one I've made, and then I made another one that day, and then it sold again Monday. So this is the 4th blue squid I have made recently. It's so funny because like at markets, these squids don't sell like that crazy, but in the store situation, they're just flying. So I basically made enough to make it where my market stock is 2, but I probably am gonna have to dip into the blue squid stock at some point, just because I can't, I don't know, they keep selling. It's surprising to me, but people must really like their squids at stores. I don't know. I talked about this last market, but I want to have basically 2 of the offset penguin colors. So I made 2 of the purple variation of it. I'm just going to do 2 and then still focus on probably the main thing being like 4 to 6 of normal penguins, and then 2 pink and 2 blue. So I can have some variety, just because sometimes I get asked about it, and shockingly my only penguin that sold at my last market was my single blue one. I've got 2 purple already done, and then talking about the blues, I also have these 2 in the blue color. So essentially I plan on making 2 of the pink ones, and then I'll be done with the color variations for the penguins, and then just focus on restocking the normal penguins again. Now to show you guys some cats, I have listed down on this beautiful sheet of paper basically some of the items that I wanted to restock for my next market in August. I think it's like August 17th or something. Granted, that is being like thrown around because of things moving. I'll be like, oh, I completed my 7 items I wanted. Oh, would you look at that? All 7 are gone. I have to remake it. So that's a little crazy. But I kind of had my cats figured out what colors I wanted to make, how many. I needed 1 more of the mustard and white to have 3. So I went ahead and made this mustard and white cat. I sent one of my gray and white cats off to the store, so I went ahead and made 3 more, so that will get me back to where I want to be. And then that way, if say like one of them did sell, I do have a backup. But it seems like this gray and white variation does tend to be one of the more popular color choices for people, so that's been interesting to see. I went ahead and made a few more stingrays to basically get me back up to the number I wanted to be at, but I'm pretty certain I have to make like 1 or 2 more because I had sent some off to the store as well. But I do have these 2, and so I got them. I am working on restocking my mini items as well, so I went ahead and made 1 mini elephant. I plan on making 3 more because I have none for my market, and usually these mini items I just try and have 4 of each variation. I have 1 of these mini little elephants, and then the item that I feel like I've been making the most of are these pop-up mushrooms, which is really funny, guys, because at markets these things sell all right. You know, I get a few sold some markets. They aren't super popular. I have made probably 10 of these in the last couple of days for this one particular store, and they are just flying off the shelf. I don't know what it is. It's very shocking to me, just because like I said, I could hardly move them before. Like I had stopped making the pattern and then just decided to revisit again because I was trying to use up the mushroom premier parfait and then this red that I had because I had like no reason for it, but they are just flying off the shelf. Like I made 7 the other day and then they all went to the store and they all sold. So I've been making a lot of mushrooms. I feel like in the last week I've made about 15, maybe a couple more, because I do have a few like mushies over here off to the side that still need to be finished off and then have their smile added. But these mushrooms have been super popular at my store. I was not expecting that. It is just amazing every single time you do markets or every time you do like storefronts, the vast difference in what people buy. Like things that I think would sell really well just don't sell well at markets and then fly at stores. And then the vice versa. Like I haven't really sold too many of my mini cows recently just because I probably haven't really been highlighting them really well with as much stuff as in my like booth and everything. But just recently they have been like selling super well at stores, and it just like throws me off every time. Like I always go into making certain items and going, oh yes, this is gonna be like the big thing, and it's not. Like the fat chunky cats, I don't think I've sold a single one at a store versus like at markets they do sell like pretty well for me at markets. So it's always amazing seeing the difference. I don't think you can ever know what's gonna sell, where it's gonna sell, when it's gonna sell. Like you just have to make it, put it out, and then see and hope that someday somebody will want to buy it. That's my whole mindset when I make something. I'm like, okay, someday somebody will buy it. It's just the question of when. So but I do have all these mushrooms, and yeah. So all in all, it doesn't feel like a lot, but it's just because I have been crocheting a lot. A lot of it is just like leaving the moment that it gets made and just like going somewhere. I have a lot of things that I still need to make and are still on my list and everything. I'm gonna keep working really hard to try and accomplish them. And I guess basically my next market, if you guys are all interested in coming to see me, is gonna be I think August 17th. I believe it's a Saturday. It's 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it's at the Cumming City Center. And I will be there with all of my plushies and all of that cute good stuff. And then I'm actually thinking that I will be taking September off from markets. I originally had 2 planned, but I am probably going to be dropping out of both of them. One of them I was like waitlisted, and then the other one I did get accepted to, but I did get accepted into a very big event in October. I think it's like October 5th. It's the first Saturday of October, that's all I know. And supposedly the attendance is supposed to be about 35,000, which is a little scary, guys. And I've just been thinking between how these stories have been going, and it's not even Christmas time, and we're not getting close to when people start getting into their Christmas shopping mood. I just really need to be able to take probably a month away from a market and just like go crazy with prepping, because then after my October market, my next big market, which I kind of consider my Christmas market because I don't do December markets, is November 22nd, I believe. So lots of things happening. It's been crazy. I apologize for being a little bit slow on getting videos out. I've just had like no time to record. Wow, I'm going crazy over here. But I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. If you guys like this video, feel free to subscribe, like, comment. I love to read everyone's comments, and I have definitely been missing reading everyone's words because I've not been posting that much content lately, but I'm gonna try really hard to get back into the groove of things. It's hard to get in the groove when you don't have time to get grooving, you know? So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.